Hi, today I'm joined with Chris Walker, the founder of Legit. And today's topic is about the best local link building services that you know of. Obviously, you've got a large freelancer kind of pool of different people that are doing a lot of things. You can see a lot of results where people are buying a lot of link building services specifically for local. So, Chris, what do you believe is the best link building strategies using specific legit services?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be anything revolutionary, at least to begin with. But like citations are like the first thing. I know like some people say that's not necessary, they don't work anymore. They're wrong and I'm right. Like you absolutely still need to do those. Do them the right way, optimize them. There's plenty of great vendors. There's one in particular. His name is Citation Expert. So it's easy to remember. He does a great job making those, get all the big ones, but then get as many, if you can find like local specific ones, those work really well. You have to do a little bit of homework to figure those out. Same with niche or industry specific ones. Excuse me. Those work really well as well. That's like step number one for sure. Don't do anything else link building wise for local until you do that. Like not only that, but like those are still things that people might find. Like if you have your Yelp or whatever, that might be a place to get sales. So don't think of it as just an SEO perspective. Then there's other ones like you won't be able to get this through Legit, but like local chamber of commerce, I find is well worth the money. They're usually $300-400 a year, and plus you get the advantages of being part of the chamber. That link works really really well, makes a big difference. That'll rank on its own sometimes too. And then I think they're the fucking devil, but Better Business Bureau, pay the $500, get that link. That works really well. It's not what you asked, but it works really well for LLMs as well. So there's that. What else? And then I like to do like a lot of like branded. I call them branded entities for lack of a better term. I hope you can't hear that, but sorry. There's
It's all right, man.
like Web 2.0s and things, and like around the either like the name of the business, like James's Spa.weebly.com, or you can do keyword optimized ones as well. So LawyerDetroit.weebly.com. Those have worked really really well for me in the past. And then I think that's off the top. Oh, and you know what? Here's one that works really well. There's a SEO Neo is like a automated link building tool that works really really well for moving the needle with Google Business. There's a service that my friend Aaron Grunke, I'm probably pronouncing his last name wrong, but he has a service on there for that he sells it as instant rankings or something like that, but that's what he's doing, and that works really well. And then your cloud stacks and your Google Drive stacks, and there's a couple really unique ones. There's like bioentity stacks. All of those, again, people are going to tell you those don't work. They're wrong. Like I've done it, it works. So those are off the top of my head some of the best ones you can get. I'm sorry about the noise.
Yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. I think the interesting part is a lot of them that you've mentioned is making certain that whether it is bioentity stacks, whether it's Google stacks or whether it's cloud stacks or whatever it is trying to make certain that you're repeating the same description of who you are and what you do and getting that NAP listing in as many different places. So
Yes.
getting the email, but then getting the telephone number, the address, so the name, address, and the phone number repeated so many times
Yes.
across the internet, it makes massive differences.
Yeah, description too, or at least as close as you can get.
Yeah, for sure. Do you do anything with regards to like press releases or anything like that as well?
Yes, that's another one. That's kind of a hidden. Everyone knows that. Well, I don't know everyone, but a lot of people know that press releases are very valuable for SEO. But they work really well for influencing local SEO as well. Get the NAP in there. Some of them will allow you to embed a map. If you can't, you can't. If you can, that helps too. In the NAP, and then like the business name is part of it, and you can get creative and come up with the angles to write it around your business name. So yes, press releases. That's another one. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so if I've got a business owner that comes to me and they want to rank local, whether that's a Google business profile or for a local website, if I was to send them through to Legit, right, and let's say they was to go and use Citation Expert and go and buy 100 citations, and they was to go and do like a social fortress, like all the Web 2.0s, and there was to do the press release and all the other stuff like the cloud stack and the entity stack. There's so many different services that's on Legit of what they can use. is there any, once you've got all them URLs, is there any like indexing service on Legit that can index all those as well? Because I think that's also very important. It's fine doing the citations, but Googlebot needs to be crawling these as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple that I can think of. One is his username is like Keith444 or something like that. Just search indexing or something like that. Yeah, that'll work really well. Or you can use the tool yourself, like Index Me Now or something like that as well. Yeah, I always try to force all those links to be indexed. Some of them aren't going to, no matter what you do. But you'll get 50, 60% of them to index. And that, for a long time, I didn't think indexing mattered. Now I kind of think that it's a big deal.
Yeah. Do you know what? It makes such a big difference. Like, here's something for you. Here's a little key takeaway for you, right? We own a link building agency, and so many times now when we take on a new client, all what we'll do on month number 1 is we'll export their existing, we're obviously building links, but we'll export their existing backlink profile. We'll try and get them all from Google Search Console, from Ahrefs, from Majestic, from Link Research Tools. We'll go and find every single one of them that we think's, like, we'll export them all. Any of them that we think's good. If some of them we think's toxic or not very good or not relevant, we won't bother. But we'll go and quickly look at maybe the best 500 referring domains, get them URLs and load them back into the indexer, right? And before we've even built a link, you start seeing the crawl stats. I'm not saying rankings to start with, but you start seeing the crawl stats massively increase on the website. And then what starts to happen is then literally a few days later, any pages that wasn't indexed now start to become indexed on the page. And then you start seeing impressions jump up, and then in time the clicks starting going up as well and stuff like that. And that's even before we've started to build any of our links. So we look like a superstar,
right,
just because we're going in. Now, I don't know whether it's that Googlebot's not picked up certain links and Ahrefs have, and they've not been crawled or something, and we're now getting them being crawled, or whether it's the freshness now of Googlebot recrawling that link. I've no idea what it is, but getting those even old links being recrawled by Googlebot, we've found actually to have good effects and help quite a bit. But what I want to do one more thing with you. SEO Neo. I didn't even know you had that, so obviously we've been using you quite a lot for different services now, and I didn't even know there was one for SEO Neo. And do you know what's been the pain in my ass? I've had 2 people trying to learn how to use SEO Neo. I love Milerno, who's like one of the people in there, but Elias from Stealth Code, who's built it, used to have SEO Autopilot. Like, I think it's a great tool, but it's just at times trying to physically use it and set it up ourselves. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I have no patience for that either.
Yeah, I just need someone just to do a done-for-you service, and I didn't even know that was on there on Legit, which I think is brilliant, because what I can then start to do is image sharing or video sharing as well on those profiles, as well as doing the links and the NAP listing as well and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's only a couple people that do it, and the one that I mentioned doesn't brand it as SEO Neo. He just brands it as like Google rankings or something like that. But
that's where I might not have seen it.
Yeah, I should probably tell him to change that. So
yeah, they should have, even just at the end or
enough
the category or something like. But we searched for that because we was like, we need to stop trying to do this ourselves. We just need a service that can do it.
Yeah, it's a great tool. All mass link building tools, in my opinion, are really difficult to use. So I've never had the patience to do it myself either.
Yeah, for sure. So anyone who's watching this who wants better local rankings, whether that's in a Google business profile or a local website, today I'm joined with Chris Walker, the founder of Legit, who's gone through a few different services. Let us know whether you think that we've missed anything. Leave a comment in the comment section whether you think there's any specific types of links that you think that's working very well for local SEO. Chris, it's been an absolute pleasure.
You too. Thank you.